Hello. So this will be the last video for this class. And what we are going to do, so now we have done basically all the things for homework 1, but uh, so suppose that you do this job. The problem here is, so far we have, as you see from the list history, we have entered 31 commands. So 31 commands to get to this point. Some commands have error, like say commands number 4 was an error, and some are just dummy commands. But anyhow, programming to complete a homework, to do a homework, you have to go through many commands. This is just homework number 1, very simple task. So it only required like say less than 30 commands. But later, for more complicated data work, you may need to do like more than 100. So seriously, and I like, for example, for my research, it becomes easily several hundreds or more than 1,000 lines, 1,000 commands at a time to complete, to clean the data and implement some methods and represent the results. So then the problem here is, imagine, suppose that I am working on homework in library and I have done up to this point. But somehow, suddenly I gotta go. I have to leave. And then the next time I have finished at this point, and then there is no way to save it. I have to leave, and then when I come back, I have to redo everything back from number 1. That is a big problem. Or now imagine like this. Suppose that I have done, I finished up to this point. I have done everything. But later I realized that I made a mistake in, say, in earlier command. Say, for example, I forgot to drop like 7 or 8. And then to fix that problem, I have to redo everything again. So it is really inefficient, and you can guess it. And also a lot of problems, you name it. Like, so when you later in your job, you may need to write a code, but you may need to work with your colleagues. So you change a certain what you need to do is up to this point, and then your coworker need to do the next part, and then you have to do it back again. And then it requires like updating and change a part of that. And then this method is not ideal. Every time you have to redo from the beginning. So to overcome that problem, we have code. So click this button, new do file editor, and then notepad is open. This is where you collect all your commands and then implement when you think you are done, right? So for example, simply I will copy the commands. I'm reading this. I will change the directory. I will change the directory and import delimited C drive homework person. I'm not sure if it's correct. So, right, like this. Just copy this and put it here, and I will copy this and put it here, and I will copy this, put it here. Simple thing. I just collect everything back from here. right? And each command is separated by enter. You have to change the line to enter a new command in the to file. So I do it this way, and then I'll save it as homework 1. So, and then this is just a text file. There is nothing so far, but you have to execute when you are done writing the commands. So after writing this many commands, rewrite. First, I will write clear command so that I clear everything. Clear. Then I by typing clear, the variable list is gone. The data set I loaded earlier has been disappeared, and then redo everything from the beginning. And then, oh, what happened? It takes time. Oh, sorry. So import takes time. So I have done what I have done before. From now on, if you think you don't need to do it, for example, you may simply change line like this. So if you want to change a few lines into just one line, then you may it can do the same thing. It can do the same job. So editing is easier now. If you had, so imagine that you had more commands below this line, then every time you want to change this command, you have to redo everything again and again, command by command. But when you have a to file, you may just change one line and execute. It may take time, but much easier than entering command by command. So this is more efficient command, and like this, so then I will show you what I have done. So I will just type a very essential of what we have done. Generate health equals 6 minus phstat, right? And I will generate hospital equals 2 minus POHSPYR2. If you do it this way, then takes time. Then we get these two, tabulate health hospital. By the way, I did not explain this. If you tabulate two variables, then it will give you 2 by 2. I mean two-dimensional matrix, not a table. So for each value of hospital and for each value of health. So it tells you what's going on, and so it shows you what's going on here. Looks fine, and then this is basically what we did in the analysis, in the homework, in the previous analysis, and the commands can be summarized into this much. Okay, then another thing I want to tell you here is, okay, so I hope you understand why we are doing this, not just simply, by the way, if you do not know what is the command, then you may search here. There are many options. So far, what I have done is very simple. So like, for example, summary can be found here, and like here, summary statistics, and maybe graph. A lot of things can be found here, and like others. So, and you may, if you need, you may just click something here and enter the commands right here. But you still you want to save your commands like this. This is archive of your commands for your later use, or for a potential update, for potential change in the future. So and this is what you have to submit with your homework. And another important thing here is help. So help, if you need help with a variable or like command, say I will help mean, then it tells you the grammar, the syntax to be used with this command. Then it has many like this is the syntax, mean, variable list, and there are options. And there are many options. You may include them or may not. So, and these options are explained here. Usually they are complicated, what they mean, but some later when you handle complicated model, it will help you. Say tabulate. Tabulate will like so. This is abbreviation TAB, and many options. And there are examples in here. Examples are given, so it's very useful. Try to use help so that when you need help, you can find answer for yourself. And another thing, maybe really the last one, is annotation. So say this is your command, this is your code, but like imagine you have actually your code is 1,000 lines, and when you open your code, sometimes when you work with your coworkers and some project, you may need to write a code now, but it may the next time you change the code can be like years later, right? It may happen, and then when you update your code, literally you forget what you did here. You may not be able to understand your code, or it may take time what we are doing, why we are dropping these guys, why did I do this. So then in that case, you may want to annotate. By annotate I mean you have to say we dropped this because they are refused. They are refused to answer or don't know. So if you annotate like this, then when you update it later, then it is much easier to understand for yourself and for your coworkers, right? And the point here is you have to start with /* and then end with */. So slash and star, the words, the phrase in between these two kind of quote unquote marks are not recognized as a command. So, or you may use it this way, like just if you wanna try different command. So something like that. So if you wanna use either this one or these ones, then you may just, instead of deleting a part of the code, you can just change like this. Because, so you may, usually when you update your code, you don't want to erase your code, previous code, because you may need them again later, and then simply just block your code with this marks. Then it is not recognized as a code. So usually I recommend you to put your name. This code is written by Byung Park, say January 26, 2022 for homework 1, ECO480, something like this. So put your annotations in your code, and it would be better if you can put more detailed annotations. So, and again, in this example, the code is too simple, so you may not understand why do we need this kind of explanation. But as I said, again, what you have to do in the future, what you want to do in the future is a much complicated project. So then at that time you will feel why it is important. So like make a habit to use this way, and like this experience and this skill will really help you in the future. Okay, so this is it, and okay, I will see you next week in class on Wednesday. I hope all of you stay healthy and I get healthier by the time. See you there. See you then. Bye.